Hey everybody. Back to Spirit of Just Mid. Hey Dom. Good to see ya. Let me take my pills real quick. This game genuinely blows. Fuck. Every time you call me mommy, it makes my fucking skin crawl. Ugh. That's fair, Vi. Dark Souls is good. I love Dark Souls 1. I have not seen the Ace Attorney movie, no. Ah! Well, okay, what the fuck is... Alright, there we go, that's the issue. Okay. Uh, there's an Ace Attorney movie. Yes, there was a live action Ace Attorney movie a long time ago. Apparently, Adam gave it a 6, which is interesting because he's never played the games. Not sure why he watched it. That's a pretty funny first introduction to Ace Attorney, not gonna lie. What the hell is my bupropion? Let me just take these pills real quick. How many hours through are we gonna play this today? I will find out. We'll see if I even make it 1 hour. You know what? I'll even run a stopwatch just to see. Ba, 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 ba. Alright, let's go. That evening, I was walking alone, lost in thought.
Hold it!
I forgot about the stupid fucking outfits. Why were you taking a walk? Society is inundated with serious problems that must be solved, and as a politician, I'm always on the job, thinking hard about possible solutions, even on my walk. Thanks for the non-answer. Hold on, I need to fuck with the audio a bit. Okay. No. There we go. Thanks for the non-answer. While we live out our comfy lives, there are starving children who suffer in the back alleys of our major cities. It's not in me to ignore such suffering. A vote for me is a vote to end hunger, and for world peace. I forgot about that. Oh no. I forgot I had the Furio Tigre outfit on. Yes, Mr. Adishone Wimperson, we are all well aware of your outstanding character. Now please continue with your testimony. I can practically hear my poll numbers surging. Now, on with my speech. After all, the voting public must be informed of the magnificence that is me. This character is terribly written. Like, I think we're supposed to hate him, but I kinda don't. I just don't care. He's such a generic, like, politician villain. I passed by the doctor's house, and that's when I saw Mr. Arabal. Oops. Hold it! Where exactly were you when you saw Mr. Arabal? Right here, under this tree. I saw him dashing out of Dr. Buff's front door. And he didn't notice you? No, I was hidden by the tree. Is it really all that important to know where the plaintiff saw Mr. Arbal? I guess. Yes, I believe it matters a lot. I ask that it please be added to the witness's testimony. I was under this tree when I saw Mr. Arabal. Okay, does that contradict anything? I guess not. Hold it! What were you doing under that tree? A lack of lateral thinking. That is a politician's downfall. Yeah, Red-White was a little better, and he wasn't a politician, he was just a CEO. What? That is why, if I'm elected, I promise to think outside the box. The question is, what were you doing under the tree, Mr. Addison Wimperson? I suppose I can't expect a plebeian such as yourself to understand my grand design. Oh yeah? Try me, O Lord of Plebs. This writing fucking blows, dude. Mr. Addison Wimperson, I believe the court is well aware of your grand political vision. Now, let's have the rest of your testimony, if you please. I can hardly wait for the upcoming election. He was running out of the front door. Did you notice anything unusual? Yes, his behavior was incredibly suspicious. His eyes were darting all around as he ran off in a total panic. As soon as I saw that, I knew he had done something, and it probably wasn't good. Despite that, you still didn't report it to the police? Who would have thought he killed Dr. Buff? Not me. That's why I didn't report him. So the witness did not notify the police. Is that important to this? Is that an important statement, Mr. Justice? I'll say yes. Why not? Yes, it's important. I request that the witness add it to his testimony. Sure, why not? I had no idea that Dr. Buff was dead. That's why I didn't call the police. Well, that contradicts what he said then, because he said he was at the tree. He would have noticed his fucking body.
Objection!
This game is boring. That's what sucks the most about it. Later, Niru. Mr. Adishon Wimperson, rather than Mr. Arabal. Wasn't there something else that should have had your undivided attention? Like what? Oh, yes, of course. A politician must also keep his finger on the electorate's pulse. Sorry, but you're way off. I am? Would you care to explain, Mr. Justice? If the witness saw Mr. Arabal from his position here, then he should have also been able to see the doctor's body. After all, it was right next to a huge window. Why, I believe you have a point there. With the body that's that clearly visible to the witness, it's unthinkable that he wouldn't have reported it to the police. Ah! Would the witness care to respond? Oh, he fell asleep. Did he fall asleep? Mr. Addison Wimperson? Mr. Addison Wimperson! Huh? Oh, there are many sides to any issue. What did I ever do to deserve this? In any case, I'd like the court to acknowledge the inconsistency in the witness's testimony. It is a very boring fucking game. I just don't care about anything. Mr. Addison Wimperson, did you really see Mr. Arabal? Yes. Shit, I think I was more invested in Turnabout Big Top than this.
Hold it!
Where do you think you're going? Oh, I thought I'd return to my seat, seeing as I already answered the question. This isn't some small town hall debate. So you just stay right there until I say we're through. I'll have to run that by my campaign manager before
Objection!
Glare! Okay. Mr. Addison Wimperson, I think it's time for you to come clean. Huh? So then, does this mean he didn't see Mr. Arabal? As your lawyer, Mr. Addison Wimperson, I advise you divulge that matter we discussed. Silence is no longer an option. Are you sure about this? I'm in the midst of running for office. I can't afford to let any strange rumors get out. Don't worry, you won't suffer any blowback for what you're about to reveal. Blowback? I'm not sure I like the sound of that, Mr. Wright. Not to worry, Your Honor. Nothing untoward will come of this, I promise. Now then, Mr. Justice. Remember how it was an anonymous caller that reported the doctor's death? Come to think of it, Emma, who was the first one to discover the body? About that, whoever it was, it seems they wanted to remain anonymous. What? It happens now and then. Some people would rather not get involved with the police. Wait, you're not saying that... Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. The anonymous source who contacted the police after discovering the body was... my client, Mr. Paul Addison Wimperson. What? You don't say. Is that a shocking reveal? Okay. So you see, he played his part as a concerned citizen, quite admirably, if I may say so. Isn't that right? Yes, indeed. In our society today, there's too many who choose indifference over righteous action. But I don't number among them. That's why I did my duty as a concerned citizen. One might call me the model citizen, one worthy of standing above the rest. What a real standard bearer he is, reporting it anonymously. What's wrong with reporting it anonymously? I don't see the issue. Is it supposed to be scummy that it was anonymous? Like, that's pretty normal. I can imagine not wanting to be dragged into court. Where it's like, hey, I just found the body, alright? No hell of a boss, cool. Anyway. Oh, and by the way, Mr. Justice, wasn't there someone at the scene of the crime when my client discovered the body? Oh, you mean Mr. Arabal? He would have been leaving the doctor's house right around then. Wait, that means... Yes, it does. In short, what my client witnessed was Mr. Arabal fleeing the scene of a heinous murder. Ugh! And that's not all. Based on what we've heard so far, Mr. Arabal looked exceedingly suspicious, and that's putting it mildly. We already know the Defiant Dragons threatened the Doctor with bodily harm. And now that they've killed him, the so-called orb transfer agreement is null and void. Ah! I forgot to put Athena in that fucking outfit. Apollo. Apollo, if we don't come up with some sort of counter-argument... And what sort of evidence do you have? Do you actually prove that it was Mr. Arabal who killed the doctor? That move had desperate written all over it. It's all I've got, so I'm going with it. Evidence? I suppose it's true that I don't have any. I knew it! But I do have another witness. You do? You should know I always come fully prepared, Mr. Justice. And my new witness will provide testimony proving Mr. Arabal's guilt. Is it the sun? Are we gonna cross-examine the stupid little plane thing? Helicopter, whatever. A new witness. I wonder who it could be. Very well. Bailiff, please summon our new witness. In the meantime, the court will take a brief recess. I would like both sides to use this time to prepare properly. Understood? Yeah, I was getting pretty fucking tired of Paul. Wow, I knew Mr. Wright would put up a tough fight, but... Yeah. The silly outfits are helping. Yeah, just when I thought we had him, he'd turn the tables on us. He really is the turnabout terror. Oh my god. Ugh. Who wrote that? Ew. We Can't let him blindside us again. Looks like they've got me again. 3 times in 1 year. That's a new record. Anyway, that was our playthrough of Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. I'll see you next week. Alright, whatever. We're only 17 minutes in. Oh my god. I'm gonna die, dude. I just checked the clock. This case is terrible. Dats, please, no more new records, or bad puns while you're at it. It's hard enough trying to help you as it is. Roger that, I'll be more careful next time. This character, too, just his character design. Like, Dirk is so fucking stupid. Dats, is what Mr. Wright said true? Did you really pay a visit to Dr. Buff that night? Sure did. Can't remember the exact time, though. All I know is he wouldn't hand over the orb. Someone put it in his head that we rebels were dangerous. That's why he threw me out. So the doctor was still alive when Dots last saw him. We'll still have to prove it, though. Better brace yourself, son. The next witness's testimony could make or break this case. Yeah, I know. Hey, where's Trucy? She went to go see her dad. Maybe she's still mad. More like worried. Worried that this trial will create a rift between you two. And that you might then leave the agency. She has an active imagination. Excuse me, the trial will be resuming shortly. Well, let's go see what new testimony awaits us. Preferably one that's less boring. Alright, court is back in session. Mr. Wright, you said you had a witness? Your Honor, I would like to call the lone survivor of the doctor's murder to the stand. Wait, he can't mean that Sarge is here. You mean Dr. Buff's reclusive son? How'd you get him to cooperate? Nothing a little persuasion couldn't handle. The poor child only agreed to help if it meant catching the killer. Getting a kid like that to overcome his fear, now that's impressive. This must be really important testimony for the kid to come out in public like this. It's just gonna be his helicopter. We're gonna cross-examine the helicopter, and Apollo's gonna be like, whoa! We're cross-examining something weird! Wow! That... Very well, Mr. Wright. Please call your witness to the stand. Wow, I'm so shocked by that. Oh my. Sergeant Buff at your service, sir! He's here as the drone, really? Mr. Wright, what exactly is the meaning of this? Past trauma has rendered it impossible for the witness to venture into public. Leaving home was hard enough, and it seems leaving the witness lobby was just too much. But, I would still like to continue with the testimony delivered via this drone. I understand it must be terrible to lose one's father like that. But testimony via remote control toy? You've done it before, Judge. You've done it before. We did it with Shelly Day Killer back in Justice for All. Come on. Hello, Ocean Ravens. Welcome to chat. Oh no, Ocean Ravine. My bad. But testimony via a remote control toy. Well, let's take things for a spin and see how it goes. Just who's piloting this trial anyway? The judge sure warmed up to the idea fast. I think the phrase you're looking for is gave up. You disappoint me, Corporal Justice, to think I once called you a comrade! Ah! Defending the man who killed Papa? That's full-on treason, soldier! I hereby demote you back to private! Corporal? Private? What's he talking about, Apollo? It's a long story. Now then, are you ready to testify, youngster? Locked and loaded, sir, ready to rain lead down upon the perpetrator. Ha 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 ha. Papa met with someone the night he died. I didn't have eyes on the ground, as I'd have already mounted my siege defense, but I did hear him arguing with someone in his study. From my window, I saw the one designated Dots getting ejected from the premises. After that, the man lingered around the perimeter for some time. He must have regrouped and killed my papa in the study later. I just know it. You didn't see it. What kind of witness is this? You didn't see it. So he was thrown out, but later returned and committed the murder, did he? Yeah, Spirit of Justice is pretty bad. It's really not good. It's by far the worst Ace Attorney I've played. Like, this last case is just an absolute slog, which is not something I've ever felt before. Like, even like fucking Turnabout Big Top, I could keep up the pace. This is just boring. Yes, Your Honor. So the man my client saw really must have been the fleeing Mr. Arabal. 4-2 even. 4-2's fine. It's a little boring, but it's fine. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the AC on. It's fucking muggy in here. Hey, Niv. Honestly, 4-2 was saved by that fucking panty snatcher character. At least that was funny. Seeing this guy get outed as a pervert in a courtroom. That was actually, like, pretty funny. Don't know if we're gonna see anything that interesting here. Objection! Right, you backstabbing no good. I didn't kill no one. It's the enemy! Ready all missiles! And fire! Whoa! Ha ha ha! Capitalist pig! I'll turn you into pork stroganoff! Capitalist pig? Damn. Sarge is a communist? I didn't think he was that based. And that's just a taste of my ultimate anti-swine weapon! Whoa, fires missiles too. Are you fucking serious? Where was the sound effect? Did anybody... Where was the sound effect for the gavel? Did they forget? Hold on. Is that a glitch? Give it a bit. I just want to see if it was like a glitch or what. Man, remember how crazy the final case of Apollo Justice is? Compared to this shit, anyway. Hey, Jojo. There it was. What in the fuck? That is so weird, dude. Yes, well, the witness is all yours, Mr. Justice. Yay. Papa met with someone the night he died.
Hold it!
Your father met with someone? Could you be more specific? No, I was in the midst of a crucial defensive siege operation. Right. You're referring to how you don't leave your room, correct? You never know where the enemy might be lurking outside the siege perimeter. What about, you know, school? Oh, I don't go to boot camp. I'm a soldier. A sergeant doesn't associate with rookies still too green to fight. A kid like this, I bet Dr. Buff won't be getting any rest in the afterlife either. I like how we're just mocking some poor kid who has agoraphobia. It was very brave of you to come to the courthouse today. But what was that you said about a siege defense? Oh, that? Well... I didn't have eyes on the ground, as I'd already mounted my siege defense, but...
Hold it!
Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna turn out the kid is an adult. Which, even so, like, I still feel bad for him. Sarge, I've always wondered, who or what are you battling? Oh, that's classified. Even so, it may be relevant to this case.
Objection!
I don't know if you're the right person to be asking about things like that. That's right, such matters need to be handled with a certain delicacy. Oh, I guess curiosity got the better of me. You're all talking, no action, soldier. Out on the battlefield, it ain't the number of pretty words in your repertoire, but the number of bullets in your gun belt that counts. Easy for you to say. You're the one with all of them. Would the witness please tell this court what he saw and heard that night? I did hear him arguing with someone in his study.
Hold
it! Boring. What was the argument about? I heard things like, where's the orb? And are you defiant dragons really criminals? It sounded really volatile, like a war might break out at any second. I'll watch the new Helva eventually. It's just the overwhelming amount of negativity around that show has kind of made it hard to enjoy at this point. There's so many fucking psychos who just hate Vivzy Pop. I guess because she's successful? I don't know. Fucking weirdos. Did you see or hear anything else? Yeah, I heard them arguing, and then silence. From my window, I saw the one designated Dat getting ejected from the premises.
Hold it!
And how was Mr. Arabal acting? Like a conquered trooper retreating with his tail between his legs. A trooper? Well, I guess he does dress like he's in the military. I bet those two would have hit it off hard had they met under different circumstances. Yeah, I can see that. And so, the defeated soldier was expelled. But that wasn't the end. After that, the man lingered around the perimeter for some time.
Hold it!
That does seem suspicious. He kept hiding behind trees and telephone poles and stealing glances at our house. I'm not even paying attention. Like, what did he just say? My attention is fading so bad. Hold on. I can't believe how fucking boring this is. This is atrocious. Hold on. Be right back. Yeah, we have to finish it fucking eventually, I guess. to give the wheel a spin. I probably will play something after this. I can at least spin the wheel now and pick what I'm playing later. Look at all these games. Look at these good games I could be playing instead. Guess I should add Elden Ring. Hey, KDB. God damn it, it's the same color as another Crab's Treasure. That's annoying. I'm like directly next to it. Fuck. Maybe I could remove one. Whatever. Who cares? Well, let's go. Fuga, I guess. Well, he couldn't exactly leave without the orb. I bet he was angry that he'd been kicked out. He must have regrouped and killed my papa in the study later. I just know it. Oops. It's only been 38 minutes. We're like not even an hour in and I already want to quit. This game is so fucking boring. This sucks. You know, we'll lose the orb to the plaintiff. That's what we're worried about. This isn't even a murder trial. Except we've established it was murder, so why is Phoenix still, like, the opposing force? There should be a prosecutor replacing him, right? Like, I'm sure in the past, civil cases have become, like, murder cases before. There has to be fucking precedent for it, right? Did they forget to hire writers? They forgot to hire Shu Takumi.
Hold it!
But don't you keep your front door unlocked? If so, then anyone could have gotten in. That's true. Papa didn't keep our house locked up. But he said there was no need because there were only good people in Karain Village. There were only good people in Karain Village? Really? How confident are you about that, sir? How confident are you that there's only good people in Karain Village? Yet he ended up dead anyway. Only a monster could do what they did to my kind, trusting papa. There will be no mercy. I vow swift and terrible vengeance. I'll carpet bomb the killer with everything in my arsenal. Fire! While I sympathize with you, witness, you will refrain from firing Gatling guns in this court. So Sarge saw Dats too. Yeah, we went over this. Alright, where's the contradiction? don't even know where it is, to be honest. You know what? I give so little of a shit, I think I'm just gonna check a guide. I don't care. I just want to get this over with, so I can move on to the good ones. Second statement, okay. Didn't have eyes on the ground.
Objection!
I guess that's a contradiction, apparently. Sarge, are you hiding something from me? How dare you question your superior officer like that? You want to get in on this Stroganoff action with Pig Boy over there, soldier? Sorry, but I'm afraid lawyers are missile-proof. What? Will the defense care to explain? What the fuck kind of line is that? Lawyers are missile-proof. Sorry, what? It's simple, Your Honor. Just as he is able to see what is happening in court right now. Like, it really says a lot that, like, I'm trying so hard to get through this, but, like, I didn't have this issue with Turnabout Big Top. Like, what the fuck does that say? That, like, Turnabout Big Top is more tolerable than this case. Sarge was able to see what was happening in the study then. With his cherished drone, of course. Ah, now that you mention it. And to think, the answer is right before our eyes this whole time. Sarge, you were perfectly capable of patrolling the study that night. So you must have seen something. Ah! I'm hit! What is this strange new weaponry you're using against me? Courtroom warriors don't use guns or missiles because evidence is our weapon of choice. The evidence has exposed your bald-faced lie. My truth bomb, Sarge, has stripped your defenses bare. Ugh. 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 Ugh, this case blows. Oh my god. This is the worst Ace Attorney case I've ever played. A truth bomb? No! Ah! Mayday! Mayday! I'm going down! Oh my, are you alright? Seeing the Dies of Cringe emote just reminds me of the fact that the one time Adam laughed during Unfrosted, it was because someone posted lives from Based in the chat. How much long is left? Fucking 10 hours or something, I don't know. Oh my, are you alright? Your Honor, it's a drone. Evidence! Never have I seen such fearsome ordnance. Seinfeld is, like, completely untalented. His show was only good because of Larry David. As evidenced by the fact that Curb Your Enthusiasm does not have Jerry Seinfeld in it and is fucking hilarious. Tell it to us straight, Sarge. After all, you want to help your father, don't you? Papa. Yes, you want to find out who killed him, don't you? So please, tell us what you saw that night. It's not what you think. I didn't see anything, I swear. You sure? You seem awfully stressed for someone who didn't see anything. Arrgh! Wah! Are they going to use the mood matrix? Is it really that fucking stupid? Are they actually going to do the mood matrix, like, right now? Sarge, you need to answer my question. Shut your pie hole, maggot. It'd be even worse if they used, like, Apollo's fucking ring. If they used, like, Apollo's bracelet now, that would be atrocious. Shut your pie hole, maggot! It'll be a scorching day in Siberia before a lowly private like you orders me around. I mean, I guess it's lore friendly, because fucking Athena said that the mood matrix uses, like, your voice. And I'm assuming that is the voice of the kid. What's with him in Siberia, of all places? But if a scorching day is what it'll take, then maybe it's time to turn up the heat. Hey, Athena, you think a therapy session might help? Yeah, I guess. Well, it could help alleviate some of his anxiety. Plus, I'm picking up a lot of discord in Sarge's voice. Which I can hear perfectly through this shitty speaker, apparently. That usually means the patient wants to say something but can't for some reason. Okay, the trial ends at 4 hours and 20 minutes. Nice. Through the case, and we are finally going to Kurain. Okay. Yeah, I want to be back in Kurain. Like, that was the most interesting bit. Was like Kurain. It was fucking stupid, but it was interesting. I also need therapy, yes. In Sarge's case, I imagine whatever's plaguing him is pretty severe. In that case, I leave it to you and your mood matrix magic. You got it. Your Honor, I believe I can be of help here. Time for a therapy session, is it, Miss Sykes? Yes, I will help the witness with his anxiety. Maybe even enough to testify. Then by all means, please bring the poor child out into the light of day. Oh, but I assume this will be alright with you, Mr. Wright? I don't know who is going to be having, like, the breakdown at the end of this case, but it better be a good breakdown. I better see, like, a wild fucking flip out after this. I want to see, like, the suspect, like, screaming and being all weird and shit. It'll be funny. Maybe, hopefully, just give me a good breakdown, please. I assume this is alright with you, Mr. Wright? Why not? It's not like we haven't been through this before. What are you butting in for, lady? There ain't a place on this battlefield for you. I beg to differ, Sarge. This G.I. Jane's always ready to fight in the courtroom. But you're not bald. Or Jada Pinkett Smith. G.I. Jane 2? Can't wait to see it. And wait until you see what I've got in my arsenal. Analytical psychology. With it, I'm going to blow a big ol' hole in the armor you've built around your heart. You know the funniest thing about that? Like, the G.I. Jane joke was kinda bad taste. Like, mildly funny. But after the slap, it's a joke that's hilarious now. He accidentally made the joke even funnier. With it, I'm gonna blow a big ol' hole in your armor you've built around your heart. Wah! First evidence known analytical psychology. Where are these WMDs coming from? Well, if it's a battle you want, bring it on! You may have started this war, but I'm going to end it. Corpse Woman Sykes. You got it, Sarge.
Time to seek out the agony buried deep in your heart. Brace yourself. How many lines has Widget had in, like, the entire series? Like, 6? That thing never talks. I stayed in my room with my drone that evening. I heard Dads and Papa arguing with each other. Hold on, he's already distressed? I guess because he's in his room. And sad. Dads got kicked out, but I saw him still hanging around outside. I was in my room, so I didn't know Papa was dead until the next day. Not the most damning testimony, to say the least. Alright, let's pinpoint why he's distressed already. This emotion isn't that out of place, given... Are you fucking serious, Athena? Like, he's already showing distress and he doesn't even know about the murder. Isn't that... Like, I get that he's sad because he's in his room all day. Did I pick the wrong thing, somehow?
Got it!
No, that was correct. Ugh. I don't even know what emotion to pick.
Got it!
Like, these are all emotions that make sense, except for the one I pointed out. Okay, how is surprise... A little kid saw a stranger outside his window. Why would he be so shocked? Why would he be so shocked that a stranger is outside his fucking window, skulking around his property? No kid would be shocked by that. Fucking... Duh! That's strange. You reacted with shock when you discovered your father's body. Yet you weren't nearly as shocked then as when you saw Mr. Arabal. Normally, you'd expect the death of one's father to be much more impactful. This game sucks. This game sucks. This game sucks. This game sucks. Enemy fire! Direct hit! That is strange. I wonder what it could mean. Well, we know he wasn't as affected by his father's death as he should have been. I think I know why. Oh? Sarge, you weren't as shocked at seeing your father's body as seeing Mr. Arbol because... he's already seen his body, I guess. Sarge, maybe the truth is you left your room that night, and that's when you saw it, your father's body. I saw no such thing! Really? You didn't see his body? Alright then, what did you see? Look, Apollo, we've lost some noise. So, just as I suspected, he really did see something. Sarge, please, tell us what you saw. Oh, but... The moment I saw it, I couldn't bear it. I couldn't stand to lose yet another loved one. Huh? Am I missing something here? Is that why you weren't very shocked when you found out your father was dead? Because you already sensed that he was a goner somehow? He was a goner? That's how you're phrasing it? Are you fucking serious? Maybe. Please, Sarge. What was it you saw on the night of your father's murder? Oh, I saw... Ah! Whoa! What's happening? I don't like where this is going. Ah! No more! No more, please! Eek! Help! Did he steal Widget? I've confiscated your little toy. The battlefield has no place for unauthorized equipment. Widget! Apollo, I can't continue the session without him. Calm yourself this instant, witness. I hereby order you to submit to your therapy session. What in oh, he stole the gavel too. Look at me! I'm judge, jury, and executioner now. Okay, this is a little funny. I hereby convene a military tribunal. I like the judge's gavel being stolen. That's kind of funny. Whoa, this has gone way too far. Bailiff, arrest that drone this instant. Roar! Stop resisting! Ah! If you don't come quietly, I'll fire! Ah! Give Widget back! Oh, that was at least a little interesting. Finally got him back. Widget's a boy? Nice work. This witness is truly a handful. Oh, up, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Miss Sykes, what's the witness's current psychological state? What the fuck do you think it is, Phoenix? Fucking look at him. Cuts back and there's blood everywhere. Let's see. He's emotionally all over the map. Wow, I'm so glad you had your little device to tell me that, or I never would have figured that out. So his out of control emotions are in control of him, huh? Does that mean we can calm him down if we can figure out the root cause? Yes, so let's see what we can find. Sarge, can you hear me? Oh. Is that you, Corpse Woman Sykes? Alex from Life is Strange Colors. I'm here. Now I want you to take a few deep breaths. Just try to relax. Try it with me. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out. In, out. And now, let your emotions take you where they will. Go on, just let it all out. Ooh! All forces attack! That's the least relaxing breathing exercise I've ever seen. I got dizzy and passed out? What? Okay. So we're learning that the victim was a firebender, I guess? What the hell is this? What am I supposed to make of that? So he has 2 out-of-control emotions, huh? And all I have to do is find out. Are we gonna talk about the fire? This is weird. He's saying there was a fire. Well... Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. I guess it's part of this. I don't know. This is so stupid. Let's just keep going.
Got it!
That's it! Sarge, you were overcome with shock and fear when you saw those flames, weren't you? I didn't even deduce that. I just realized that the fire is the most interesting thing there, so that had to be the answer. Was I... Yes, just 6 months ago, you and your mother were caught up in an arsonist's blaze. So it's no wonder you'd be extremely scared of fire. I forgot that was a thing. Yes, that does make sense. And maybe, just maybe, your subconscious fear of fire was what caused you to withdraw from the world. What do you mean, Corpsewoman Sykes? In the outside world, you are bound to come across all sorts of fire. I mean, kinda? Most of the time in your life, you don't see fire. Candles, cigarettes, heck yeah. Okay, I guess cigarettes and candles, but like... Why cigarette? I've never been, like... I can't even imagine someone with pyrophobia finding a cigarette scary. Even a grill at dinner. Even if it's not that often, just the idea that you might see them grew bigger and bigger until you couldn't shut it out. Yeah, e-cigs are kind of on the rise now. Is there even really an excuse to smoke anymore? Like, you can just do an e-cigarette if you're addicted. It won't kill you nearly as quickly. Hold on, where's the drink? This is supposed to be the future, but also everyone has flip phones. I have yet to see a single smartphone in this fucking franchise. Even though we have technology as wild as the fucking Mood Matrix. It'd be like if in fucking Cyberpunk, the character's like, oh, my pager is going off. Like, what? Why? Why hasn't that technology advanced? Candles, cigarettes, just thinking about them sends a chill down my spine. Wow, the things I take for granted. Now I see, I was afraid of the fire. And yet, you really like firing guns and missiles. With the, like, guns have muzzle flashes. That's fire, right? The whole thing is it's igniting gunpowder. And also missiles also contain fire. There's a big fireball when they explode. Like, what? Strange. I didn't even realize it myself. If he hates fire so much, why is he so obsessed with the military? Like, fire is used literally all the time in war. Guns use fire. Grenades use fire. Napalm uses fire. Flamethrowers use fire, obviously. Although I don't know how common flamethrowers are in war anymore. There might be a Geneva Convention against that or something. If there's not, there should be. Flamethrowers are fucked up. Those are not a weapon that should exist. About that fire, Sarge. Can you tell me what it was burning? Just stay calm, and maybe something will come to you. Oh, Oh. I'm starting to remember. It was... It was that relic. That relic Papa was studying. It was on fire. The orb was on fire? Still kind of fuzzy. But yes, the orb was burning right in front of Papa. And there, in the flames, was... Mama? Oh. They were trying to fucking spirit channel the mom. Yes, now I remember. I saw Mama appear amid the dancing flames. Okay, is the fire... Is his mom, like... Alright, they live in Karain Village. So his mom was like a spirit channeler, right? That seems to be the implication. They were like trying to channel the spirit of this fucking... Yeah. Wait, what? Okay. What's going on here? Maybe it's a memory from the fire that killed his mother. He might be confusing it with what really happened when his father died. He saw the Holy Mother from fucking... stupid fucking legend. It's in the stupid fucking book. So let me guess. More therapy? Yep, but this time, it seems there's an inconsistency in his statements. And I think we should be able to prove it with the evidence at hand. I hope this inconsistency is the key to proving that the relic really is the Founder's Orb. Dats was still hanging around after he got kicked out when I heard more fighting and got worried about Papa. So I left my... Oh wait, I know what to present. Hold on.
Objection!
What? 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 What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? How is that not the answer? This fucking proves it's the Founder's Orb, goddammit! It's what this entire fucking case is about! Ah! I hate this. Has it been an hour? Where's the fucking stopwatch? Yeah, it's been an hour. I'll try to keep going. it's so bad. I hate this. I don't... Do I even have the fucking energy to keep playing this? Whatever, I'm just gonna check the guide. Founder's Orb on the 6th statement.
Objection!
Okay. Sleepy. Don't blame yourself, Sarge. After all, even if you hadn't passed out, the outcome would have been the same. What do you mean? I'm talking about the time of death. Your father wasn't killed right after you left your room. I'm like not even doing the Apollo voice anymore. I don't care enough. What? Explain yourself at once, Private Justice. You said you saw your father burning the orb, right? But that night, he went out to hide it in a cave. So what you saw, Sarge, was something that happened before your father left to hide the orb. Ah. So you see, you didn't pass out right before he was killed. You passed out right before he left for the cave to hide the orb in the ruins within. So even if I hadn't passed out, that's right, the outcome would have been exactly the same. That's because your father, Dr. Buff, was killed after he returned from the ruins. And therefore, Sarge, there's no need for you to blame yourself. Oh, I see. Whatever. Private Justice, can you really say I bear no blame in this? Why do you ask? Because the truth is, if I hadn't engaged in my siege defense, Papa would still be alive. Sarge, Papa wished nothing more than for me to lead a happy, healthy life. That's why he quit his job and moved us out, away from the big city. But even then, I didn't have the courage to set foot into the outside world. And in the end, if I failed to make Papa's wish come true, Sarge? If you want to make your father's wish come true, if that's what you really want, then who's to say it's too late? Why don't you take the first step now? My first step? That's right. You can cast off all your regret. You can stop standing still and start moving forward. You have the power within you. I know from experience, I know what it's like to feel like you do. But only you can decide to take that first step. If you don't change your tactics now, Sarge, the victory you seek in the war you're waging will always lie beyond your grasp. I think I understand now. I've made up my mind. As of this moment, I will suspend my siege defense indefinitely. Oh, he's paralyzed. I guess that figures. Oh, you're a girl. Okay. Huh? Sergeant Buff, reporting for duty. What? I thought you were a guy. You're definitely not the gruff drill sergeant I envisioned. Well, my mama was in the Russian army. I was just as shocked, but it certainly explained a few things when I found out, too. May I introduce you to Miss Army Buff, age 12. No way. Why do we care? What does it matter? What does it matter that Dr. Buff had a daughter instead of a fucking son? Who cares? Careful, soldier. Don't forget I could blow you away at a moment's notice. She's just too cute. So, have you always been in a wheelchair, Sarge? Negative. Only since I was injured in the fire. Your voice sounds awfully different from before. My drone features a voice modulation device. It's one of my army's many technological marvels. Well, you fooled me. I thought some 20-something military fanatic was at the controls. If it's all the same to you, troops, I'd like to continue my testimony. How old was the fucking doctor, by the way? 64. And she's 12, so like... Damn, he must have been old already. Is Edgeworth here? Did he show up? I don't remember. Why is he in the fucking... Whatever, I don't care. I've just remembered something, and it's as crisp and clear as a trumpet at roll call. What did you remember? Hey, Jamie. It wasn't my mother who appeared in the burning orb. It was some lady Papa had shown me a picture of a long time ago. Yeah, it was the Holy Mother, like I was trying to point out earlier, but the game didn't fucking let me. He said it was the Holy Mother, the founder of Quranism. She appeared right there, right in the burning orb. Huh? What did you just say? Yeah, it's the thing I said, but the game wouldn't let me pick the right answer. The Holy Mother of Quranism was in the burning orb? What does that even mean? I have a bad feeling about this. Could it be? Could this explain what Sarge means by the Holy Mother appearing in the burning orb? Now I show the fucking research notes. Ugh.
Take that!
Dr. Buff's research notes. What do they have to do with this? Look at this. The burning orb. The appearance of the founder. This part points to both. I have to point out which sentence. Okay, whatever. There's a legend about the orb involving a mysterious riddle. And this song, in turn, is said to contain the key to solving it. If the legend is true, then I believe the answer lies in this part of the song. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. Well, anyone else see where I'm going with this? Prayers as fervent as fire. Ah! You're supposed to set the orb on fire? The whole stanza seems to suggest that the founder will appear if the orb is set on fire. Then let's just fucking light it right now. That'll prove it's the founder's orb. Wait, so the doctor, he... Yes, Athena. He had solved the ancient riddle of the founder's orb. Hey, Media Watcher. Papa was a great archaeologist. So I believe in him, and I want to believe he achieved his long-time dream of solving that riddle before he died. Well, we won't know for sure until we try it for ourselves. Yes, do it, Private Justice, please. I want to see what Papa was searching for with my own eyes.
Objection!
The plaintiff must object to this.
Objection!
The plaintiff will stand down and be quiet.
Objection!
You don't have the right to set a precious relic like that on fire.
Objection!
Oh, but I do. All I needed was Sarge's permission. Since we still don't know if this treasure is the Founder's Orb or the Crystal of Ami Faye, any ownership rights the Doctor had now belong to his daughter. Therefore, you have absolutely no right to stop us. Very well, Mr. Justice. I never thought I'd be saying this, but you may burn the evidence. That's funny. Alright, here we go. Hey, Das. Look! Apollo, the inside of the orb, it's melting! You're not even lighting it on fire. There's something in there. There, we proved it's our fucking thing. Dirk, isn't she? Her garb leaves no room for doubt. It's the Founder herself. Except you can see her face, which I thought was against the rules. I thought you can't depict her face. Face and all. I don't understand. The greatest of taboos in Quranism is the depiction of the Founder's face. Yet here it is, hidden within this orb. Well, I guess that's why it was filled with cum. Interesting parallel to Islam. Yeah, it is kind of similar. Where you're not allowed to depict the Prophet Muhammad. Sorry, Mr. Wright, but as you can see, the issue is crystal clear. Quranism. Oh god. That's a Quranism. Oh my god. Ugh, I never thought about it like that. Is that an intentional pun? Did they notice Quran sounded like Quran? And we're like, we should have a fucking Muslim reference thing. I guess that explains the Arabic names. Whatever, who cares? This figure is the Holy Mother, founder of Quranism. And based on that, this must be none other than the Founder's Orb.
Objection!
I mean, I noticed that it sounded like Quran, the holy book, but I didn't, like, think that was intentional. Be that as it may, Mr. Arbol still may have killed the Doctor. If so, it would render the orb transfer agreement null and void. Don't play dumb, Mr. Wright. The truth of the matter has already been proven. Dr. Buff wasn't killed right after Sarge saw Mr. Arbol. It happened after the Doctor came back from hiding the orb. And you've no proof that Mr. Arbol was still around at the time. Ugh. Okay, this is getting a little interesting. We'll see how long it can keep it up. Your claim that the Defiant Dragons were behind the crime doesn't hold water. And that means the orb transfer agreement is still perfectly valid. Alright, can we just say Phoenix lost and have it over? Admit it, Mr. Wright. I just burned your whole case to the ground. Is Phoenix gonna have a breakdown? That'd be funny. Oh. No! I guess that's the best we're getting. I won? I actually won? Mr. Wright, would you care to respond? That is true. Respond? I didn't think so. Wait, did we just win? Did we actually beat the Turnabout Terror? You're amazing, Apollo. Don't just stand there, right? Do something. Well, I don't think there's any digging out of this hole. Mr. Addison Wimperson, I think it's time for your concession speech. I've proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is the Founder's Orb. The facts don't lie, but you obviously do. How's that for a campaign slogan? Why, you contemptuous peasant! I think this is a good time to wrap up this trial. If both parties have no further objections, I will render my verdict. No objections here, Your Honor. Hold it! You can't do this. The crystal is mine! I'll lose the election if I lose that crystal. I'm sorry, but there's really nothing more I can do. You haven't forgotten about our little chat, have you? Okay, what dirt does he have on Phoenix? Is he holding Maya hostage or something? What's going on here?
Objection!
Yeah, this might be Shelly Day Killer again. He's holding Maya hostage or some shit. Your Honor, I object to the defense's last claim. What? I don't believe they've truly proven that the relic is indeed the Founder's Orb.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I don't think even you could bluff your way out of this one. What possible argument could you have that this to the claim that this isn't the Founder's Orb? About that. Oh, of course. He can't possibly have hit on something. The defense's assertion is incomplete, and this is why. Their claim that this is the relic, the Founder's Orb, is based on a legend. And that legend claims that the Founder will return when the riddle is solved at last. Right, and that's what happened. The Founder was revealed for all to see. But Mr. Justice, what about the rest of the legend? Huh? According to the legend, once the Founder returned, she would bestow spiritual power onto the person who solved the riddle. You're kidding, right? Apollo's eyes just start fucking glowing. Well, Mr. Justice, do you feel great spiritual power coursing through your veins? No. But receiving spiritual powers and stuff, it's all just mystic mumbo-jumbo, right? How does he even have a claim? The founder of Quranism is in the fucking orb. How is it the orb of Ami Faye? It doesn't matter that fucking... Okay. Also, does Apollo not already kinda have spiritual powers? Is that not what his stupid fucking bracelet is? Maybe so, but you're the one basing your claim on said legend. We're an hour into this case, not 30 minutes. And what we saw here does not fully fulfill it, does it? No, but... I don't know why, this just kind of reminds me of, fucking Not Enough Popcorn on Earth. There was this funny bit in, I think it was called, like, Sterling v. Romano, which was a court case, or no, Stanton v. Romano. It was a court case where, like, Jim Sterling, the YouTuber, was, like, a defendant, and the person suing was mad that they said their games were bad, which is very funny. Yeah, James Stephanie Sterling. And I remember one of the points in the lawsuit was, like, when the fucking defendant was criticizing us, they said, there's not enough popcorn on Earth for the drama. And there was like, I don't know, that was a weird thing to bring up in court to begin with, but like the legal defense that Sterling's team came up with was like, well, can you prove there's enough popcorn on Earth? Which is a very funny thing to happen in a trial. It's like, that was the legal defense. It's like, well, can you prove that there's not enough popcorn? Can you prove there's enough popcorn on Earth? It's so funny. That entire, like, lawsuit was hilarious. I mean, not for Sterling, obviously, but it was funny that someone like made a legal case that badly. Consequently, you cannot rightfully claim that this is the Founder's Orb. Is the judge going to agree with this? What's gotten into him? Why is Mr. Wright doing this? It would appear that Mr. Wright has lost a few of his marbles. Yeah, just what I was saying. That's funny. Alright. Okay, the case is picking up a bit. I'm a bit more invested than I was earlier. That couldn't be further from the truth, Your Honor. In any case, I believe this is a good time for a recess. Both sides will have 20 minutes to prepare. Why are you doing a recess? Like, what the fuck argument does Phoenix even have? Like, we may as well have just found a plaque on the bottom that said, like, this is the Founder's Orb. Like, just engraved into the bottom of the thing. I ask that all arguments be ready by then. Oh, and Mr. Wright, you do well to wash up and find your missing marbles by then, too. Yeah, there's a reason Phoenix is doing this, I'm sure. And he couldn't possibly just... Like, we're in the middle of a recess. Surely Phoenix can just, like, pull out his phone and send Apollo, like, a text message saying what the issue is. Mr. Wright is sure acting funny. I mean, he's famous for going out on a limb, but that last assertion was just plain crazy. It's either a bluff or a Hail Mary. Either way, it doesn't make much sense. Maybe there's something we're missing here. I completely forgot you existed, Trucy. I'm sorry. It's like, oh yeah, you're here. Although he seemed perfectly normal when we spoke earlier. Apollo, I have a bad feeling about this. I'm going to go check up on him. Are smartphones a thing in the Ace Attorney world? I don't know, but, like, flip phones had texts, didn't they? Some of them did. You just had to use the stupid fucking keypad. What's going on with you, Mr. Wright? Hey, Private Justice. Oh, Sarge. I forgot to mention something. On the night of Papa's murder, a strange thing happened. Oh? But why are you only telling me about it now? Yeah, it's been over an hour. It's picking up a bit. I'm getting a little bit of energy to run with here. Well, I didn't say anything before because I thought Papa's death was an accident. But now that we know otherwise, I figured it might be important. There's still more to this case? More Maria than Samus, I'd say. Well, then again, I guess Samus also was, like, blonde hair, blue eyes. Maria was like an actual child, though, so there's more of a resemblance there, I guess. Also, her name is Army Buff. Her name is Army Buff, and she's obsessed with military shit. That's so dumb. Well, what do we name the military fanatic? Oh, I know, Army Buff. Be like if they added Adam to the game and called him Film Buff. It's like, okay. When I left my room and lost consciousness, I passed out right here. That's right above the coffee bar. Which looks like a laptop for some reason. But when I came to, someone was pushing my wheelchair. What? I was so scared, I beat a hasty retreat as fast as my wheels could take me. His name would be Horace? Yeah, good point. And if he was, like, one of the fucking Spirit of Justice, like, Kurain characters, his name would be, like, Horace... Fucker. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Do you know who it was? No, it was pitch black. Plus, I fled to my room so fast I didn't have a chance to turn on the lights. Maybe it was your father. No, he would have said something to me. Besides, I'd have known if it was him. So then, it could have been... your father's real killer? Horace mental suit. Mental suit. I'm sorry, what is that a pun on? I'm having trouble. My thoughts exactly. But you didn't report this to police? Harassment lawsuit. Oh, harassment lawsuit. I thought we were still talking about Adam, okay? Harassment lawsuit. But you didn't report this to the police? It didn't even occur to me. It's okay, you were obviously still upset, so don't beat yourself up over it. Apollo, this could be really important information. I think the act of pushing Sarge's wheelchair could be part of some bigger scheme. It's hard to see why else the killer would have done such a thing. Guess I should take her statement down as evidence. Oh, welcome back, Athena. What's with the long face? How'd it go with Mr. Wright? What should I... Okay, did he finally tell her? Athena? Oops, sorry. Zoned out there for a sec. The recess is almost over, so let's go. What was that all about? I'm bored of the silly outfits. Let's go back to the original costumes. They are very funny, though. Kinda wish there were more costumes. Alright, court is once again back in session. Now, Mr. Wright, about that last objection you raised. We, the plaintiffs, still believe that the defense has yet to sufficiently prove its case. Somehow. The claim that, according to legend, the Founder's Orb would bestow spiritual power. Yet the relic in question has failed to do so, therefore it has failed its own test. I see. That's still your argument, even after the judge said that argument was bullshit? He's sticking with that ridiculous argument? Furthermore, like, I don't see why the judge doesn't just rule in Apollo's favor at this point. Like, what the fuck argument does Phoenix have? This is nothing. Even if it is the Founder's Orb, it can't be awarded to the Defiant Dragons. After all, they were the ones who killed Dr. Buff.
Objection!
You haven't proven that. What are you talking about? That was already proven to be false. And there are no grounds for asserting that the Defiant Dragons murdered the Doctor. Oh, but I'm afraid there are, Mr. Justice. Your Honor, I would like to present new testimony to this court. Testimony that will show that Dats Arabal did in fact kill Dr. Buff. What? I need something to eat. I'm gonna reheat some pizza. Be right back.
I thought I saw text flash on screen. That was odd. Hold on. I need to do something real quick. Let's go. I can find something to watch while I eat.